Hi everyone, I thought it was about time I did another chat to camera and say hello and say how things are going, and give a bit of an update on everything. It's Sunday, another Sunday chat. What we're on Sunday, probably be the 7th of November. Just had firework night. Kittens have been fine with that. Cats have been fine with that. The kittens are going to be 10 weeks next Tuesday. So hopefully in a couple more weeks to go before we start letting them go to their new homes. I actually started advertising them a bit better. I didn't want to let them go, but I had a little advert out there, but not really sort of pushed it or had any decent photographs. But now I've actually sort of boosted the ad, put it out there, getting lots of inquiries now. But you know, I know I'm reluctant to let them go. They're my family, and it's a very, very special litter. But you know, obviously I can't sort of keep going with them all, and I obviously want to spend time with the 3 that I'm keeping, and you know, get bond with them like anybody else. All the new owners will be doing. Once the kittens get to like that 12-week stage, 13-week stage, it's time to sort of start working with them and getting some one-on-one time with each of them. Hello, and even though I'm finding the ones that I've chosen, or Spirit chosen for me, they're starting to come to me and sit with me, and as we have now, we have Cleo down here now, just come and say hello to me. Caveman, who I haven't really seen much of, he's sort of been kept in the background quite a bit. He started to sort of come and sit with me and sit on my shoulder and seek me out, which is quite nice. I'm talking, everybody's going to come and see what I'm up to. I've got all the cats around my feet. So yeah, so it's I've got, okay, so the 9 kittens, I'm keeping 3. 3 are going to people that I know, and I have 3 available, which was 1 girl, 2 boys. I think I've always got plenty of interest in the girl, but obviously we've got to find the right home for her. I apologise if it's only 4 days, I've got a kitten climbing up. So the girl won't be an issue, and if she doesn't sell, then obviously I can hold on to a bit longer. It's obviously the boys I need to sort of move on fast, because obviously I've got a stud cat here, and obviously we don't want a load of sort of tomcats all needing neutering. So the 2 boys, I've got somebody coming to see Solomon, fingers crossed, next Saturday. And God, so I'm going to say there's some inquiries out there, but I'm not really pushing it. But the market's so flooded at the moment, and obviously there's a lot of people out there sort of backyard breeding savannahs. I mean, I can't talk, I'm not backyard breeding, but you know, it is what it is. But anyway, they will move on. I think so. By the 1st December, I should be just left with my family of cats that I'll be going forward with. So that would be Bentley the feral boy, the big black feral Norwegian forest cross boy. He's now started to come into the bungalow. He's mixing well with everybody. He's tended to sleep not just on the cat tree now, but he's now sleeping on my bed with me and the other cats and kittens and everybody. Sammy, the snow savannah stud tomcat, the 0 Point Lynx tomcat, he's coming on great. Absolutely great. Obviously Connie's making sure she's top cat and sort of puts me in place now and again, but he plays with Mischief. He plays with the kittens. He keeps out the way when he has to. Got a lot of scratches because his nails are so sharp, and he's so heavy, you know, he's not something I can carry on my shoulders like I can the other 2 girls. But he's going out every morning with the 2 girls on harness and lead out into the garden, learning to sort of run around a bit more and jump up and down the tree. So that's his bit of exercise. He's such a big, bulky, solid boy, but loving that. And obviously that would mean that I can obviously start wherever we go in the van, when that's sorted, I can obviously go and have them out tethered outside the van and actually sort of start teaching them to get used to the vehicle noise and the travelling, which I obviously haven't done much with at all. There is concerns over that, but I'll get to that in a minute. Connie, my word, she's been an absolutely fabulous mother to these kittens. She started to sort of limit the time that they're on her now with the milk rides and everything else, and then night time she'll just lie down and let them have a good old sort of a feed. But they're all weaned, they're all feeding, they've been eating raw meat since like sort of chicks since they were 4 weeks old. But in that respect, they're happy to sort of, they're all ready, they're all sort of sleeping away from each other or just playing with each other, and it's good that they've got each other for that. And Connie, obviously, by keeping the 3 kittens anyway, she's not going to be too upset. She's going to have some to still look after and yet not be so pestered so much with the quantity. So I think we're all looking forward to that break of not having so many, all over us. But honestly, I'm just so proud of her. She's been absolutely fabulous first-time mum. And we've been to the vets, took her with my 3. So she's had her annual booster, and my 3 have had their first jabs and their microchips. Obviously, I wasn't going to sort of vaccinate up the other kittens because that's up to the owners and the price they're going out at. I'm not going to. I haven't got the money anyway to sort of fork out for any more than that. But making sure that mine are able to all ready. So their second jab, I think, is before the first. I think it's the end of November, their second jab. So obviously once they've had that, we can start sort of getting them out on the grass and getting them into harnesses and start them sort of following them around and out of the pen and more onto the sort of grass and doing that sort of thing then. And obviously then I'm trying to get them used to travelling. Mischiefs. She is just a real special girl. She has a bit of sort of trouble with her sensitive tummy and that, especially if she goes out and eats God knows whatever, but she's fine. She's everybody's getting on well together. We had a little bit of saying that we had a little bit of conjunctivitis in Cleo, my cat, when I went to the vets, in her eye, and we thought just from them all the kittens fight, and a couple of other kittens have sort of had that same sort of fight scratch, and I don't know if it's conjunctivitis spreading or whether it's just them all fighting each other with the nails in their eye and everything. But I'm sort of treating all 3 with the antibiotic cream and the salt water, and it is what it is. It's just all sort of part and parcel of it, isn't it? But they're much clearer now. They seem to be fine now. But so I've just got to keep doing that. So again, that even allows, waiting for them to sort of do their 12-week wait, then obviously allows them to sort of get a bit more weight on and make sure they're health-wise they're okay. And that, I haven't really had much issue with any sort of kitten issues. I've been worming them fine. And I tried to do that again actually, I think, as well, the little worm and syrup. I've wormed Mischief with Panicure, something a bit stronger, just obviously because whenever she's out there eating all the grasses and dirty grass, she tends to react to that a little bit. She's a bit more sensitive than her. But Sammy, he's just a chunk, he's lovely. Connie's, absolutely fabulous. We've managed to have all the cats and kittens outside, which was a bit sort of scary for me, because obviously I've got to have eyes in the back of my head. I'm trying to obviously control and make them be ready for all the adult cats on their lead, or the bigger cats on their leads, whether they're going to sort of get tangled, whether Sammy's going up the tree, whether Connie's going to sort of attack and everything. But they've all getting on great, and the kittens I've managed to put in the pen and sit the top in, so they're just obviously just getting used to the fresh air, watching the other cats outside. Not doing it every day, but that's they're starting to do that. So obviously they're still young, but it just means that I can sit outside with a coffee as the 3 cats are out on their leads, and the kittens can just sort of, just sit and watch. And Bentley joins us as well. Bentley comes and joins us out there as well, which is really, really nice. So we've had some lovely videos of them all out there. I mean, I'm limited to how good I can do the video. So that's all that. Then we go on to Destiny, the van. Right, so obviously I'd spent a lot of money on doing all the mechanical work needed doing and pre-MOT work needed doing, and we're just going to get welding done. Found a wonderful guy who's doing my welding. Very blessed to have him come into our life and be able to help us going forward, and he's going to help me find the lorry going forward. I'll explain that in a minute. So we did that, came back, failed its MOT, and they'd missed a couple of things, they'd missed extra welding. So that was a bit of a shock to the system, because I had an extra bill which wasn't intended to be there. But we'll deal with it, we won't dwell on that. So at the moment she's had the MOT extra mechanical work done. She's sat outside at the moment, it's Sunday. Tomorrow, Monday, she's going to go back to the welder, and he'll have her for as long as he needs her, and hopefully he can get the welding done. Obviously last time she was on fire and everything because of where the proximity of the weld has to be done with the inside. If she has to have her insides taken out to be done, it is what it is. But I'm confident in it. And I don't want to have even the advisory welding left. I really want to have everything done. I don't want any advisories on that, because going forward with selling her, I obviously don't want any work left for anybody else to do it. I want to be safe in her. I want her to feel wonderful. I want her to be a good van, and I'm obviously have to sort of keep hold of her now, because obviously the extra money spent on this means I haven't got a minimum credit cards anyway, but my credit card limit is basically I can't really go much higher. So where I was going to sort of buy a lorry on that, and then I can get it to work and pay it back, we're going to struggle a little bit regarding that. But anyway, at the moment, I'm hoping that my welder can get the welding done. She'll go back in and she'll get her MOT pass. But I'm probably also going to get a quote for the extra work before we do that. There's a bits that I don't want to sort of want left. And like I said, I really want to try and stay on top of being an old vehicle, being a Ford Transit, especially with welding and things like that. But I want to stay on top of her, being rebuilding her from scratch, or being rebuilding her and doing the mechanical work and making sure she's safe to drive and has everything, you know, she hasn't wanted for anything. That's part why I got such a high credit card bill. But, you know, she's very special to me. So she'll get her 12 months MOT, fingers crossed, and then the idea then is either if somebody comes along and wants to buy her with 12 months MOT, we can do that, and I'm here in the bungalow for winter, and I'll look for the horse box or the big vehicle I want next, or alternatively I'll get alongside that horse box the answer to the fact that I can't park my horse box or a 7.5 ton lorry outside my bungalow. It's going to have to be parked out on the road somewhere at various different places, and to be able to get back and forth from the bungalow I need a go-to vehicle, which was going to be Destiny, but obviously I can't afford to run two big vehicles, especially with Destiny being a commercial vehicle. So we're going to probably go back to having something like my little Dobby van or my little Kangoo. I had a lovely little Kangoo car derived van thing, whatever you call it. Before I had an accident, somebody went in the back of me. My Dobby van blew up. But so something like that again. We can just bung a couple of cat cages in the back that I can go back and forwards, empty the loo, fetch water, things like that. As my little go-to, run to the vets. Obviously, fetch the cats back and forwards to the bungalow if the lorry has to go in for work or if it breaks down, whatever. But obviously, we don't want to be able to just drive around in the lorry. I can't really sort of go shopping in the lorry. So I still need to have that little vehicle. So the plan now is, after discussing with my mates and everything, to have a little car again, a little van or something again, alongside a big 7.5 ton horse box or lorry, whatever it is. I've worked out the plan of inside, what I need, how big it needs to be. I know I need like a 21-foot space inside by 8 foot wide to be able to fit in my living space, all the cat travel pods, the cat play area. I'm going to have a sky rack, what you call it, a sky walk inside the lorry as well, so they can actually go from their play area with a wheel in up around the sky walk. Obviously having a horse box means we'll have a drop down tailgate that would become a veranda where I can have like barbecue my own living space in, but also it could be a demonstration area when I'm doing my talks, my healing, my drumming, whatever. And also that will also double up later as well to actually become an extra catio off the back as well. That can have an enclosed frame catio as well. So going forward, you know, the space, I want to have a big enough space to have that home, that touring vehicle to go off. There'd be obviously by buying a HGV horse box, the living space should be there for me to use, and I won't be able to afford to obviously do everything up at once. You know, I have to sort of take the lorry out to get to work, to get to demos, to take the shop out there and everything, get the cats out there, get to my people so I can do the healing and everything. So initially we want to have something that's got big enough space, and then the first thing I'll do is obviously get the back of the cat area done, so they've got the travel pod, so at least we can get out and get working and get moving. But I'm really excited about that. It's all good. I mean, there will be a proper little house on wheels for us all, but it means I don't have to leave any cats behind, and obviously the stud cats will have their own space. There'll be space to actually have kittens in there, and they can run around and we can all sort of live together, but also it's going to be a therapeutic space as well, that people can come in and see the cats in their pods, or sit down on the settee or whatever it is in a therapeutic space and actually have cuddles with the cats, with obviously these crosses. They're going to be therapy cats, so people can come in and actually see how we live, actually visit the cats, and obviously have cuddles with the cats within that space as well, which is, you know, it feels lovely. I just want to share them. I want them, you know, them to understand how, not get emotional, special they are to me. Obviously, how they do keep me alive. This litter we know very much is very much a spiritual litter, and they're incredible little cats, which is obviously why I'm keeping them. So obviously the three I'm keeping is Caveman, is the little boy. He will be neutered. He is just going to be that sticky replacement, that you know, that special, you know, my cuddle cat, my little boy. That really, really special. I know he's going to be really special. Cleo, is the Dark Tabby. That's who Spirit chose. Again, she's going to be a bit of the sort of assertive one, go out there and sort of protect the van sort of thing, like Connie. And then we have Cinderella, who's my best spotted female. She looks more Savannah than my other Savannahs do. So again, just to show that I basically have a tamer Savannah looking cat to actually have therapy and a photographs taken with and everything as well. Because obviously if the girl's going to be bred from and everything, then we want something that's going to be available for people when we're around, to actually have the access to all these kittens. I'm hoping that those 3 will be free runners. Obviously they've got to be harness trained initially, but I'm hoping that they will bond enough with, so I want a lorry quickly enough to bond enough with a new home, as these have, to actually sort of run around and come back to it and everything. But I obviously need to have them harness trained to be tethered out or to go for walks or whatever. But so that will all happen as it happens. Obviously, if I want to start going back out to the Mind Body Spirit shows with my stall, and the cats have got to be a stay within the vehicle. That vehicle will be the home, full-time home, as Destiny, well, is now, but obviously we haven't used her as having too many kittens at the moment. That's why we're in the bungalow. But the vehicle will be the full-time home, as you know, and I'll obviously share that with them. Still keep the bungalow on because we need that for our facilities, and and the shower and the water and everything else. But it means we'll have a touring vehicle, a permanent home for the cats, and get out and about a bit more and actually sort of get to where I need to go, get to the people. The vehicle will also be made out how I want it to be, built how I wanted it to be, so it'd be like a demonstration vehicle, so we still go to the demo places, that the display vehicle at all the old sort of van life places and everything like that. And I mean, I'd like to have a classic or an older one. I've always got respect, we've got to have something a bit more sustainable mechanical wise, but the World is Fabulous. He used to build horse boxes, he's and work with the engine, so he's going to be vetting any vehicle that I'm interested in buying, so he stopped me buying a few. So at least in that respect, instead of me just going off and buying anything ad hoc, which could probably be a sort of nightmare, I am having the vehicle looked at before I actually buy it. So it's important, I can't do this again. Obviously I'm probably going to lose quite a bit of money on Destiny, but she's given me a life and paid her way 10 times over, but obviously we've got to try and pull some funds back from her. So whether, like I say, I sell her throughout the winter, because obviously I can stay in the bungalow while I'm still training the cats over winter, or I will be keeping her. I've still got to take the cats out and train them. I still need the vehicle, and then maybe look to sort of move her on in the spring, or as I say, I'll buy a lorry, and then I have to use Destiny or sell her to get a smaller vehicle until I can actually get that lorry built enough to actually sort of go off on the road as is planned. So right now, the dilemma is we need Destiny to get that MOT ticket on. So I've got a year breathing space, and it's been a bit panicky because obviously I expect to have that by now. So because as ever, my life and Destiny's sort of future and my future's in the hands of the gods and the spirits. She'll go off tomorrow, like I said, and I can update from there. We just need that MOT ticket. Obviously, I always wanted to keep Destiny. She was going to be a vehicle on my land for like a home and everything. I mean, obviously, what we're doing now, rather than going for land, we're going for the big HGV lorry. And then obviously she'll go wherever. And that's, and then at least I've got to be able to get out working. I've got to create an income. I've got to find a way to work and pay all these debts back, and actually get out to the people and get out and do things. I am now, after I had a wonderful live the other day where I showed how I can do distant healing and just doing all the wooji, and it was just amazing. And we proved that we were energy and light beings, and then we can connect with people energetically and they were responding and being healed. So going forward, that's going to allow me to do that, and I'll probably do some more Facebook lives showing off the healing and doing things like that. That's my free healing I want to do. I wanted to do free healing. From that, obviously I can get donations if need be, but I'll get known and seen, and I hope to get some readings booked. I've got 4 readings and 1 card readings I'm going to be doing by video, by email, so I can still work from home. I can still work with, stay with the cats, and not have to go anywhere. And then obviously I've still got some stock to sell, and that will obviously be sold off cheap to help bring the funds in to pay this credit card off. And then going forward, I'll have a mobile shop with the lorry, to actually have my fundraising shop when we're out, so we can actually sort of go to events or be a display vehicle or whatever, but also have a shop and actually have a trade store maybe going forward, as well as having offering, I don't know if I can do healing at the same time, but at least people can come and visit the cats, have photo opportunities, sit inside with them, like I said, on the therapeutic side on that way, so we like shamanic savannas, and just sort of, you know, get myself known for my YouTube channel regarding the van life or lorry life, whatever it's going to be, which is what I was trying to sort of get it this year. And of course, I was still trying to cope. The kittens were obviously too young to be around people, and we were obviously missed a lot of the opportunity to sort of get seen and known, but it was a wonderful opportunity. So regarding Stratford-upon-Avon and the display vehicle next year, I don't know what I got. I don't know if I can take them all in Destiny, whether she's still going to be going, or whether I have a vehicle by then. I think June is the first one, so we've got a bit of time, so I'm hoping that we can get through winter and get a vehicle, at least to get the cats, so we can take all my cats and go there. I will struggle to actually live with Sammy, the stud cat, and these, and have the space for them to sort of run around in Destiny. It's going to be very, very difficult as well, so I need a bigger vehicle, so they got their home. So in that respect, we don't know what is coming my way regarding a lorry. I've looked at just big empty shell lorries, and I like the removal lorries with the drop down back to them, but it means I have to start completely from scratch, and I don't know if I can do that or afford to do that. So my heart is still on a big horse box, because I can make the nice wooden look on the outside. I can have the veranda, like I said. I can have the awning off to have the shop outside. I can have my private space, and the cats can have their space that can be washed out again. All the pods would be made to like Cherokee core, so they're washable out, so not just like wood frame and wire. It's all going to be done so that it can be disinfected, and then of course that will allow that vehicle to be a pet taxi or a animal transporter later as well. So, you know, it's exciting. I've literally just sort of designed the layout very, very quickly. Spirit was very sure that it's also my home that I've always wanted. It's like that log cabin and that bit of land all in one go. Yes, it's going to be more difficult parking and moving, but then I'm not wanting a sort of tour or anything for, you know, I've done Scotland, not much want to sort of tour down and go off everywhere. I just want that home and be out somewhere, and by having that space inside, the cats can come out of the pods and actually enjoy the run of the vehicle. Whereas in Destiny, obviously they want to be able to go outside because they're cramped up in there when we stop. So we obviously go walking and everything else like that. So yeah, anyway, you know, that is what it is. I am work's coming regarding the drums. Obviously, I'm working on it at the moment. I've got some commissioned drums being done, so I'm trying to paint them. I've got an Etsy shop open, and nobody haven't really sort of shared the link on much anything at the moment, so I've been making all this handmade affordable jewellery, just having a go of crafting. I've got a new pyrography pen, so I'm going to be doing, I've got some wooden discs, so I'm going to be doing some various paranimal on the disc and some protection pendants, and trying to keep it all within that shamanic and that animal based theme. Greeting cards, my greetings cards I'll be selling on there, my oracle cards I'll be selling on there, but also I'll be doing obviously the one card reading through email, and also a full personalised reading through email by a video link. So, you know, it's all there, all the plans are there, and the future's there. It's just surviving this bit of a roller coaster, more like a bucking bronco rather than a roller coaster. Personally, my mental health side, you know, it just all got a bit too much when it didn't go through its MOT this time. So it was all planned. It was just supposed to be going down, get the ticket and done, but it's still going on. So that sort of knocked me off my sort of bed a little bit. You know, I broke down. I've had to sort of breathe, deal with it. So, you know, but it is what it is. I'm pretty sure she'll get the MOT. It's just, like I say, more money and more time. And again, I'm going to go backwards and forwards and rely on others. And I find it really difficult relying on others. I like to sort of try to resolve things, but there's some things I can't do. And it's all part of the process. It's all part of my journey. I've still been stuck in this bungalow, and I'm actually sort of, you know, I'm quite comfortable in here. I'm quite happy to stay in here. But, you know, going forward, you know, it's going to be at a stage where I've got to obviously train the cats more. I am started to take Connie and Mischief up the road for a little walk, and they've been loving that and getting out. But actually, Connie was actually more thrilled to be in the van, because the van's her home. When we went to the vets and put her in the van, and she was just like all over me and all over the van, and sort of having a good old scratch and enjoying her space. So she misses it. You've got to bear in mind the van is her home. The bungalow isn't her home. I mean, both her and Mischief, that's their home. But again, it's another thing as well. I mean, obviously I can take them out and take Sammy out and get him used to travelling. He'll be screaming the place down. But they're going to have to go from that to another vehicle. And I think, well, should I just stay in the bungalow and not like give them Destiny back? But then it's like Bentley and Rainbow and Sticky, the cats lost. They accepted Destiny, learnt to move into her, so it's going to be the same again. So I'll just make sure they've got a lovely vehicle as their home, and that we'll all move in and they'll be fine and they're settled, and I trust that. So I just got to sort of deal with what I've got at the moment. So yeah, I've had a few tears. I've missed having people around me to sort of talk to, and not having many people sort of come visit me or anything. So I've let myself go a little bit, but at the same time I'm exhausted with the kittens. I have got some readings to do. I say I'm going to do some more lives. I have to, and that's quite good, because I then have to have the shower. I have to get myself tidy and sort of push myself to sort of look good. And for that, I want to do a few shopping lives to get rid of some stock cheap for Christmas. So it's just a matter of getting myself organised. It's very difficult to paint when you've got kittens jumping up and walking over everything, and I'm too scared to get the pyrography pen out when I've got this many cats and kittens about. I obviously want to sort of let some of them go before I can sort of try to sort of contain my space a little bit. At the moment, the focus is obviously sort of these kittens at the stage now where they're all over the place. They want to have that interaction. I have to focus on them. I have to give them my time, as with all the cats. Having the cats is a full-time job, completely full-time job. I'm up at like 7 o'clock every morning. It's a huge routine to go through, and that just carries on throughout the day. You don't really have sort of time to yourself. And from that, I've obviously got to now fit in, getting out, doing other things, and obviously still try to build enough sort of crafty things to sell next year, and just sort of keep plans going. But anyway, it is what it is. I thought I'd quickly just come on and show my face again. I'm in a better stage than I was yesterday. I had a lovely, my mate rang me yesterday and I had a lovely chat, and he's my medicine, and it's really, really good. And again, it's just a matter, it's just a process. There's a lot of death and rebirths on my journey. This is taking a long time, a long time, so I keep saying I'm looking forward to the next chapter and what's coming from it. But I see it, I do see the future and everything else. It's just trusting that I can cope and get there. I have to sort of focus on getting me sorted and getting my strength back, but also it's like by going on the Facebook Lives and doing that distant healing or distant reading, whatever as well, that's going to be good for me. Because I'm then not sort of under pressure. It's going to be a bit of a guinea pig stage, learn what can be done, offer it free. I'm not then actually, being paid for something that I feel like, I'm going to struggle to sort of have been under pressure to have, to do what I've got to do. This way it's going to help me learn. Again, everybody that I connect with, whether I'm doing healing in person or on or distant, it's new, it's different. I'm reading the energies of each person, and that's what I do. I tune into the energies. It is real, it's authentic. I mean, I'm going to try and get the Facebook video onto YouTube. You can't apparently just transfer it over. You've got to find a different platform to put it onto and then put it on. And again, as ever, only the right people will actually watch that video and see what I do. I actually sort of tried sort of sharing it a bit and saying, look, this is what I do. This is like distant healing. And of course, everybody thinks distant healing is a bit of sort of all feel good factor. I was physically going through what I do when I healed in person, and the recipient was also physically going through what they go through. It's amazing. It blew my mind. Like I say, it's just a lot of questions answered regarding the fact that we are energy beings and light beings, and that we are all connected. And it's mind blowing. It really is. I say that's just all part of the lessons going forward. I've got a lot of spiritually, even within this space here, the energies are changing, different guides coming in, different things are going on. I'm being taught different things, I'm having different things channeled to me and information, and it's very humbling. It's just mind-blowing. So yeah, in that respect, I'm looking forward to what's coming. very much spirit led, as people who know me are aware. I am sort of guided by that. I say I am a seer. I do see the future. I know what's coming. But I say, when you're having to sort of deal with all these things emotionally, and when you are such an emotional wreck yourself, and also tuning into all the energies, and I'm picking up everybody else's energies, I struggle. Kat struggles a lot. WildKatt, I mean, she's just been amazing. That's just what's being done there is just blows my mind. But me as Kat, you know, it's hard work. It's hard. It's emotional. I don't want to manifest stuff, but I have struggled. I have cried a lot. I'm, you know, it is what it is. But I'll keep going. I'm very much committed to my path. I'm very much committed to spirit. I've sacrificed a lot of my life for this, and the rewards of having the catch are just mind blowing. And I'm no doubt I need to also do some more work for spiritual to be the distant healing, and then of course I get my rewards again. At the moment, I've not been able to sort of do much work spiritually, so. This is what the problem is. This is where we're a bit stuck at the moment. So I'm going to get back out there, do some lives, practice doing those live healings or messages or whatever spirit wants to do in channel. They said they would show themselves. They have done. They've told me to show myself and show what I do. I did that the once, and I understand that's the way forward. I don't care what people think of me. I don't care if they're going to be laughed at. Those who understand what we are and how we work get me, respect me, and they're drawn to me, and we'll get that help done out there and get the healing done for the people. Then this is proper physical healing being done. This is not just like, you know, feel better. This is some amazing stuff going on with the clearing. But again, I still have to be strong enough for that. I say, just after the session the other day, I was in bed the next day for the whole day. It takes a lot out of me. So again, you know, I have to respect that and make sure I get that work, rest and play time. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to stop waffling. It's just a quick hello, and just to keep you updated. Again, I'll let you know when Destiny gets her MOT, not if. But again, it's allowing me to have that bit of time out. And the cats are awesome. I'm so grateful for the cats. I'm so grateful for those who follow me, who respect my journey, who respect spirit. You know, I work completely from a place of unconditional love. That's what I am. That's what I do. That's why I'm able to do what I do. I sacrifice my life or risk my life every time I actually work with somebody energetically. And that's my journey. But I'm very blessed to have what I have in my life. And I'm very much looking forward to the future, because I'm getting back out there and everything is going to be coming together. Everything that I enjoy, everything that's meant to be done, is all going to be this one big unit, and that is so exciting. I'm emotional thinking about it, and it will come. Just got to be patient, just got to keep putting the love out there, just got to keep trusting the spirit, and I do. I've had a few wobbles, but I trust. They've not let me down yet, so I keep getting reminded, spirit's never wrong, spirit's never let me down, and we'll get there. So anyway, much love to you all, you know, and hopefully I'll catch up with you soon on here. And until then, please keep watching my videos if you're drawn to watching the cats. I know it's updates and everything else. There's so much more to come. There's so much more, so many different things to come. Anyway, those who are meant to follow will, but please support and subscribe on my YouTube, because, you know, that's going to help me going forward. And yeah. The future's bright, the future's all about love and light, and much love to you all. Bye for now.